Hello everybody, this is Karuna. This time you cannot see me, just a little bit of my reflection here in the smartphone. I'm sitting behind. Today I want to dedicate this tutorial again to the beautiful application which is called Amazing Slowdowner, ASD, as you can see it here in the corner, ASD. And you can download it for your smartphone or for the laptop. For both of the platforms, for Windows PC, for MacBook, for Android, and for iPhone as well. I have already spoken about this application before. I'm using it for learning new compositions as well as for playing drones and pitching the drones up and down depending on the condition of my reed. As I remember, before I spoke about this application on the Windows laptop, and today I want to show you it on the smartphone. And what we can see here, we can see the button songs. If you go into the songs, you come into the memory of your iPhone or of your smartphone. And you can find what you want to play at this moment. For example, you can go to the folder of your drones and you can play a drone here. For example, let's say this one. And then you can play the button. Now you can hear the drone, no? And here you can go left and right with this line. Which is called pitch. Now it is on 0. That means the drone which is being played right now plays just in the pitch it was recorded. It is not pitched up and down or down yet. And now we can do it here, moving the bar left and right. We can go here. So it is 1 semitone sharper, 3 semitones sharper, like that, or you can go flatter. So it depends on what key of the duduk you currently have and what composition you are gonna learn. Or if you just have a drone in B and you need it in B flat, let's say, you can just go with this bar, no? But it's not only the function which this bar has. You can go left and right with your finger, moving this bar in semitones, or you can move it up and down with your finger like that, in vertical direction, and then you will change it in cents. You see, minus 116, minus 123, and so on. If you double click, you will get back to 0. And from 0 you can also move it like that. Everybody who has the duduk already knows how important it could be to adjust the drone to the current reed or the current reed's situation, because you already know that depending on temperature and humidity, the reeds behave differently. They can change the pitch, and they do change the pitch a lot. So if you have a number of drones, you can all import them here, or just let's say you can import them into your smartphone and then choose the folder and then play any drone from here, and the drone will be looped, so it will be played again and again, and you can play with your duduk on top of it. So the beautiful point is that you can have your smartphone in your pocket and take it everywhere, and you can play the drone everywhere, as well as you can play any other composition. Let's say a new composition you want to learn. You can also go here and choose it from the folder where you saved it. I've chosen a very simple one. Ruben Harutyunyan, Tears of Arax. I don't know this composition, I've never learned it before. But now, in front of you, I will show you a couple of steps here. So, let's play it. A couple of times I'm listening to the song, trying to understand what is the mood, and the mood of this composition is definitely sad, is very sad, so it must be a minor scale, and by default most of the recordings are made on A duduk, and right now I will see if it is really on A or not. The minor scale on A duduk must be from 5 fingers or from 8 fingers. From 5 fingers must be the note of B, the key note of B, and I will play now 5 fingers here, and we will see if I am in this pitch or not. Starting from the beginning. So this is the drone. Playing 5 fingers on my A duduk. So this is B. It was very easy. The song is played in B minor scale, starting from 5 fingers. The drone is in B here. It's very simple. Imagine that you don't have this key of the duduk, so what you will do, you will just, if you have, let's say, a G duduk, where this song must be pitched to half tones, to semitones down, then I will go 2 half steps down here. So now it is -2 here, and starting the song again, having now duduk and G in my hands. Now it is in A minor scale. That means on G duduk, it's on 5 fingers, the note of A, A minor. This is how it works, in case you don't have A duduk, or the composition is recorded, let's say, on G duduk, and you don't have G duduk, you only have an A duduk. In this case, you have to pitch up the song, of course. So now I come back to my A duduk and the B minor scale. So I double click here. It comes again on 0, and the song is again in B minor scale. I'm taking my A duduk again. Like that. If your reed is a little bit, just a little bit off the pitch, as I said, you just move this bar, this point, not left and or right, you go up and down, and then it will be changed just a little bit. As you remember, in one of my last tutorials I showed you my learning routine when I want to learn a new song, and I showed you this on MacBook using the Capo application, which is able to show us the key immediately, the key of the song, and even the tonality. So it shows us the key note, let's say B, and the tonality will be the B minor scale. But here this application does not show us, and we have to find out this tonality ourselves. Now I have shown you how to do that, and now I can learn the song. So I move it to the beginning. This bar shows us where the loop starts, and this bar shows us where it ends. So now I will play the song from the beginning, and I will stop it after the first phrase and loop it. Look. The first phrase is starting. And now I click here, you see how it works? And now I can try to understand what is being played and follow this phrase with my duduk. If the speed is too fast, I can slow it down with this bar, which is called speed. Now it's 59% or slower, so we can do it up to 25% of the speed, not slower. So Ruben Harutyunyan starts with the note of B. Okay, he plays in the position 4 and 4 because the last note of the phrase is the note of F sharp. All holes closed. This note. Okay. %, again. Something like this. Quite simple. Okay, the first phrase is done. Now I go to the next one. I move this bar a little bit. The end point of the phrase, I move it to the right. And I have to choose another starting point, which will be somewhere here. You see? This point moved to the right. And this is the next phrase. That was the next phrase, the end. Okay, clicking on the end. And now, so this is the beginning and this is the end of the phrase. And now the second phrase is looped and will be replayed over and over again. It has more notes than the first one. So I slow down this a little bit, just to show you 40, because it's simple, it's a simple composition. So he plays the upper B note. Okay, I don't need it anymore on 40%, again 100%. I will try to repeat. It is also simple, like that. Let's do it with the drone. I will play the drone from my computer right now, and I will try to recollect the first two phrases. Like that. I've done the first two phrases, of course not perfectly, so I will listen again and again in order to understand really how he plays, how long is every note, and what he puts into it, just to really I must grow into this song before I can demonstrate it to you completely. Okay, that was the second phrase. Again, I'm moving this bar to the right. This is the end point of the loop. Giving the space to the composition to follow, to proceed. Okay, that was the next one. Let's put it back a little bit. Because we have to choose the starting point. Okay, the starting point will be here. The third phrase. And the end point. Okay, let's try. Something like that, no? With the drone. Like that. Next one. Giving space for the for this point to move to the next phrase. Okay, starting here. Finish point. This is the way how we move. So what we need here is this button to choose the right composition from the folders that you have in your phone with the songs saved there. You choose it there. Either it could be a drone, which you want to pitch up and down, or just to play it, to loop it, or you can choose a composition to learn, which we did now. So this is the pitch, moving left and right in semitones and up and down in cents only. This is the speed. You can slow it down up to 25%. This is the starting point of the loop. You choose this one when you want to start the loop, and this is the end of the loop. And the looping happens automatically. So you need only to press the play button here, and this is the duration of the whole composition. Very, very simple program, very simple. I will not show you all the functions because these are the most important ones which I have shown you right now. I think it's enough for now. If you feel to have this beautiful application in your phone, just go and download it. I've been having it for a number of years already, and I never regretted buying it. That was Karuna. Enough for now. See you guys in my next videos. Ciao, ciao.